Welcome all to the Xcast program. Please sit back and relax. Your captain will be with you shortly. A friendly reminder that all weapons must be stored on Captain X flights. Please secure all smaller species and prepare for departure. We will be entering hyperspace in 5, 4, 3, 2.
We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little.
The world he created exists for itself.
And so, my fellow nerds, ask not what your fandom can do for you, ask what you can do for your fandom.
Oh, hello everyone. Let me make sure I'm not muted. My God, it has been so long since I've done a live stream. I apologize to everybody who's not intimately aware of everything that's going on in my life at all times. I've been traveling. I did a little bit of traveling. I was gone for a full week out in Massachusetts. I had a bunch of stuff come up before that. I know it's been way too long since I've done a live stream. And I'm looking in the chat. I see my friends here. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. I don't think we're gonna draw the crowd that we usually do on an old X-Wing stream, but that's okay. We got to build it back up. I spent too much time away, and YouTube's like, "Fuck you." Nobody's gonna watch your shit. So, thank you everybody for being here. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We've got some interesting things to talk about. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Elon Musk recently named Twitter after me, which was incredible. Thank you, Elon, for that. I'm going to turn this music down a little bit. But yeah, I see you in here. SJ, Star Wars Dog, Andy P is in here. Daisy Blossom, Flower Child, Darth Wizzy Wizard, Alan Copeland, Leia Rose, my boy, Matty Childs. Good to see you, man. Peter Griffin's in here, Nathan Emmert. For 900 years, I've been waiting for the next stream. Yeah, I know, it's been a while, okay? But look, the channel's been growing, okay? It doesn't mean I haven't been putting out content, because I have been putting out shorts. And since I've been gone, actually, I just saw it in the chat right there. You gained 2,000 subscribers doing nothing. There comes a point with your channel where like it starts to move even when you're not doing anything. But the second you come back into it and you start making content, it's like, nah, fam, we ain't doing shit with that. So that's a little bit of a speed bump we're gonna have to get over as we make our way back into this YouTube universe. But again, thank you guys for being here. Very happy to see all of you. I already got a super chat from Darth Wizzy Wizard, says, "May the whiz be with you." Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. OG's in the house. What's up, OG? I'm not going to waste any time, man. We got some stuff to talk about today. And by that, I mean almost nothing has happened since I left. So I was pillaging the internet for shit to talk about today. And I'll be honest with you, there's a couple interesting things that are going on with Ahsoka. There's a couple things I want to ask you guys about how you're feeling about Star Wars, because you know where I stand. I'm not a happy individual. But I think this warrants conversation. So the first thing I want to show you, just because it made me so happy, I was dicking around on Twitter today. Oh, baby girl. I think Star Wars is getting a little desperate, dude. I could be wrong here. I think Star Wars is getting a little bit desperate, okay? I'm going to show you why. Saw this video poking around Twitter today. Now, advertisement it's always going to be a huge thing, right? Advertisement is everything. Where do you spend your dollars in advertising? And you would think with like a multi-billion-dollar corporation, man, you're going to be putting your money where it needs to go. But Disney has decided to wrap a LATAM Airlines Boeing 777 with some sequel trilogy. Let's just look at this thing as it rolls by. Check this baby out. Is it a regular stormtrooper? No, it's a First Order stormtrooper, man. And then right on the back, Walt Disney World, Florida, Galaxy's Edge. And then, boom, big old fat First Order stormtrooper there. So, to anybody who doesn't know, this airline, LATAM Airlines, is based out of Chile. It's a Chilean airline, okay? Chile's not known for excess wealth, other than for folks who deal in the undesirables, if you know what I mean, if you know what I'm talking about. So, I just find it interesting that they're using LATAM Airlines based out of Chile to heavily advertise a resort in Florida. I just think it's an interesting tactic. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't know the exact date of when this video was taken, but dude, Chile? I just think it's interesting. I don't know if they're just starting to get desperate and they're like, please, Chilean drug lords, please come to our resort for the love of God. And the funniest thing is, so this is aviation TikTok, all right? They're a big, or not TikTok, what's it called? Twitter, or not Twitter, X. Sorry. We got to start calling it X. They're a big, they got like something like 800,000, followers or whatever the case is. And the first one is, as a former travel agent, I advise you not to use this airline. Nikki Nicky's in the chat says, are you saying Hispanics are poor? Because it's true. I'm just saying, it's really interesting that in Chile, of all places, this is where they're pushing marketing. Now, this could be, maybe this is a plane that makes a pretty consistent flight in between Florida for no other reason. There's no reason it goes to Florida other than just because that's where it needs to go. But that would make sense for advertising. I just think it's funny. The two top comments are, as a formal travel agent, I would advise you not to use this airline. And then Galaxy's Edge is lame, though. Kind of funny. I just wanted to show you guys. As I was scrolling through Star Wars Twitter today, I thought that was semi-comical. You know what I mean? Anybody excited for Outlaws? The Star Wars game that can't be completed? The Star Wars game that can never be finished? I don't know if you guys saw the shit popping around in the news, but apparently people are toting this game as a 300-hour epic, unfinishable RPG. Unfinishable RPG. I don't know, dude. So I'm kind of torn on this one. This makes some sense to me and doesn't make sense to me. Star Wars Outlaws, not a 300-hour epic, unfinishable RPG. I was sitting there watching like everyone go back and forth on the comments on this about like, is a long game bad? Is a short game bad? What do we want to do? What a wild era we live in. Now games being short is a selling point. This is one of the comments. And I don't really understand like the who's on whose side here, because I don't know that either one is good. I mean, when I look back at like Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto, I think about these games and like there are people still paying shitloads of money for in-game cash in GTA V online. That's kind of nuts, man. That's nuts. So that's longevity. That's good for the company, but then it's also good for the player base because we're spending a shitload of time playing this game, still investing money in it years and years and years and years and years after release. I remember when I first bought GTA 5, it was on Xbox 360, bro. I had GTA 5 on Xbox 360, dude. I don't know. So if you've got an RPG that is not a 300-hour epic, unfinishable RPG, I'm trying to figure out what the argument is. So if you have a short game, that's not good. To me, having a 300-hour epic RPG sounds fantastic. That's what I want. I want to be able to play this game for years and years and years after release. You know, you got to figure if you're chunking a couple hours out a week, that shit's going to last you for a hot minute. I got to watch the trailer for this again. You guys good with watching the trailer again? I got to pick this thing apart. Star Wars Outlaws trailer. Dude, I think I remember like one line in this where she's like, I've been oppressed my entire life. I've been dealt a bad hand. I'm the most oppressed person in the entire universe, and you're gonna get to play me, the oppressed. All right, let's check this out. Let's see. Maybe it wasn't that bad, and I'm just overreacting. I don't know. Tell me if you guys have volume.
These are dangerous times.
Can you hear it?
At least that's what I hear. The Empire? They're everywhere.
Bro, like that shit looks so incredible. And I know it's not what we're gonna get.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear. The Empire? They're everywhere.
Bro. Bruh. This is the problem, and my good friend in the chat, Nikki, will attest to this because she always brings me back down to earth when we're talking about this shit. Star Wars trailers will send you into a state of nirvana. You'll be like, this is going to be the most incredible thing in the world. And then you get your hands on the product and you're like, what the fuck was that? Like, I saw so much stuff in this trailer that looks so incredible, and then you get to play the game and you're like, this looks nothing like this.
You must contradict yourself.
All right.
They're everywhere. But the world here?
I remember how stoked I was when I saw this. I was like, dude, this is going to be Battle of the Bounty Hunters. This is going to be the War of the Bounty Hunters.
Belongs to the syndicates. If I want to survive, I have to play their game.
All of a sudden, things start to fall apart a little bit. All of the sudden, things start to look a little different. So we've got like a furry axolotl. I can't remember. Are they called axolotls? The little, you know what I'm talking about? They're the little geckos. I think they live in Chile. They should put some Star Wars advertising on them. But they're like, they're a little gecko that lives in the river. Axolotl? I could be mistaken here. We have a furry axolotl, and then we've clearly got an extremely strong whammon here.
Looks like I'm all in.
She's pushing.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
Here she is.
All right, everybody, bring it in close here. I'm gonna stop this for a second. Bring it in close. Let me get my music. Let me get my music going back on here. Am I the only Star Wars fan out there that is just kind of tired of female leads, of strong women? I am all about female empowerment. Trust me, don't get me wrong. I'm all about it. I'm stoked. Like, let's do that. Let's get more of that. Let's get more Gina Caranos. Let's get more Cara Cynthia Dunes. Let's get more Princess Leia's out there. 100%. But, bro, can we get a fucking chiseled jawline who's just gnarly with a blaster in a video game? You know what I mean? And I know the counter argument's going to come out. They're going to be like, bro, what about Cal Kestis? Cal Kestis is a boy. I'm sorry. Okay. He becomes a little bit more of a man towards the end of the game, but Cal Kestis is a fucking boy. Okay. I'm just saying, we need some Dash Rendars up in here. We need some fucking Han Solos up in here. I'm just saying. Cut the music. Let's move on. She's gonna take us to Space Home Depot. You need the pressure treated 2x4s, actually, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Bright Space Babe says, I'm a woman and I'm tired of women leads. Give me a man, please. Nikki just found her best friend up in the stream right now. All right, let's keep this thing going. She's got a nice, firm butt, I tell you that much.
I've been held back my whole life.
That was the line I remembered. I've been held back my whole life. Why? By who? What? What's your motivations? What is it? I'm sure we'll come to find out that there was a dickhead basement nerd neckbeard shitbag who basically didn't let her go to elementary school. And so she's led a life of crime since then.
My whole life. And now, I just need a chance to finally be free.
How are you not free in quite literally the fucking galaxy? You can do whatever the fuck you want. You got $50, hop on a transport, go wherever the fuck you want.
Wherever that takes me.
Literally anywhere.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
Not the Boba Fett drift again. Come on. The Boba Fett drift. Maybe I'm picking this apart a little bit, but guess what? I've earned that shit. I've earned it. A Rancor was dope. Hold up, though, real quick. Let's go back to this. Doesn't this look fucking exactly like the design? Everything looks exactly like that bridge in Ahsoka. You remember they're on the ship on Ahsoka? Like, this is the exact same style. Looks very Bespin out here, but this looks like the ship.
The underworld shows no mercy. But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Hold up. Did I not notice that before? Was that Mount Tantus? Hold up.
Get all.
Did I not go back far enough? Was that fucking Tantus?
Risk it all.
One more time. We can do this.
Up there.
No, it kind of looks like it though, doesn't it? Doesn't it though?
And I'm gonna risk it all.
Did they not get the sound of the TIE Fighter later? Dude, I don't think the lasers are right on the TIE Fighter. Ah, they are.
Star Wars Outlaws, coming 2024.
Dude, I feel like I could do that female Joe Dirt. What the fuck? Josefina Derte. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll do a poll. Let's do a poll. And answer honestly, because I'll be like, to be completely fair, a lot of people, they hop in these live streams, they get the mob mentality, and they're like, fuck this, fuck that, you know? I want to know, will you play Outlaws? And this is 100% anonymous, okay? So don't worry that somebody's going to judge you. Don't worry that somebody's going to be, you know, all up in your DMs mad at you. I'm really interested. Are you going to play Outlaws? Watching this poll go, man. I don't know. It's moving. It was starting 100% no, but it's starting to even out. Man, okay, we're going to come back to that in a little bit. That shit is shifting around like considerably. 70-30 right now, which I'm actually surprised to see. Jalen Moore says would rather play as a commando droid. Yeah, this is one of those things. A bunch of people were kind of pissed that like we've got this massive game, we've got all this opportunity to explore, and you're not going to let me make a character. Fucking major problem for me. Major problem for me. Maddie says, I remember you teaching me to play GTA. You were too young for that. I didn't show you those horrible things as a child. Get out of here. You're going to get me in trouble, dude. I don't play games. Hard pass. I'll give it a shot. I prefer playing Atari. I'll go replay Battlefront 2 on PS2. I still play Battlefront 3. Do you know how to get into Battlefront 3? Because I've seen it floating around, but I don't actually know how to like get the copy of it. No idea how to do it. So we're at 63-37, 61-39. Dude, I don't know, man. I guess this is kind of where I thought I was going to go, like 60-40, 60-40-ish. You should be able to design your own character. I agree, 100%. 100%. I'd rather play as Barbie than this basic hoe. So that's kind of my problem with it. Is like there's nothing really cool about this character. Like she's just kind of fucking a person. She's pretty much a person. Sick. I don't know. I mean, like at least Cal has like some discerning features, and we're going to learn more about her backstory and all that different kind of stuff, obviously, as you know, as time goes on. But when it comes to like grabbing somebody right off the bat, like you're going to spend 300 hours playing as this character, I'm not like, fuck yeah, sweet. I'm stoked for this girl from Berkeley, California that dresses like Han Solo, like every other girl from frickin' Berkeley, California, when it's dips below 64 degrees and pumpkin spice comes back into the market. Sick of it. Darth Bayou's been a member for 20 months. My brother. It's good to see you again. We shared some fun times down in Tennessee. We were at the ICCC convention, just making all kinds of bad choices, getting super drunk, having a good time. I hope we get to do that again soon, man. Good to see you, my brother. Cody's in the chat. What's up, Cody? Roto Commission's in the chat. What's up, Roto? Good to see you, man. Good to see all you guys. All right, so we're going to end the poll here. 34 votes. That was almost everybody that's actually in the chat right now. So it winds up with yes 35%, no 64%. I feel like we're missing a percent there. Somebody abstained somehow. That's not a fucking option, so I don't know. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, that's kind of where I expected this to wind up. I think, and look, I'm not calling anybody out here. I'm just saying, I think some of those 65% are absolutely going to buy this game, and they're absolutely going to sit down, and they're absolutely going to play the shit out of it. Because as Star Wars fans, we are just so fucking mad lately. We're so mad lately that it doesn't matter what comes out, what we see, where it comes from. we're all going to be pissed off, and there's no getting around it. It doesn't matter what they make, they will shut it down. That's a fairly large portion of the fan base, believe it or not. Accept that or not, I'm just saying, that's what's going on. All right, let's move on to the next topic here, because I just thought this was actually really quick. Before we move on to the next topic, I want to show you this. Ryan Kennel put this on Twitter. This shit made me laugh so hard, dude. I don't know what this is. This has to be prosthetics. This can't be real. This is not a real thing. And then I swear to God, we'll get back to Star Wars. But oh my God, check this. The what the hell?
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
My baby asked for no pickles, and there's pickles on here.
I apologize, ma'am. You want a remake on your burger, ma'am?
No.
Is that real? Is that real? I swear to God, we're going to move on to Star Wars in a second, but I'm just saying, is that shit real or is this a prank, dude? I'm just saying, government's been like, yo, aliens are real. Aliens are real. They're here. Somebody disagree with me and tell me that doesn't look like a fucking alien. Nick Julia says, that motherfucker is not real. Dude, this shit is wild. That's got.
I want my money back. I don't want no remake on my burger. I want my money back. And why is these fries? These fries is cold.
You want your money
Oh
back?
my gosh, these fucking fries is cold.
You sure?
What the fuck?
I apologize, ma'am. You want your money back?
Now I want my refund, and then I want a large fry, and I want.
I don't know if that's from real life or the set of Andor 2. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm not going to start a poll on that one, but I mean, come to your own conclusions. Jesus. Okay, one more thing. This is Star Wars, though. As I'm scrolling through Star Wars Twitter, I see just another post I just can't wrap my head around. We love The Last Jedi. Star Wars fans love The Last Jedi. And I'm so tired of talking about this movie because I don't want to give it any more press than it deserves. But there's a new award that's going to be given here on the X-Wing channel, okay? There's going to be an award once every stream. We're going to find the dumbest thing anybody's ever said on the internet. And we're going to give them a little dance, okay? So here you go, kids. Star Wars fans, hugging up. How can you compare Margot Robbie to The Last Jedi?
Congratulations, that was one of the stupidest things that I've ever seen anybody post on the internet before.
It's true. Dumb as shit. All right, let me get the music going again. I gotta get back into my vibe, man. I haven't streamed in so long. Roto Commission says, is that Eddie Murphy? That's fucked up, man. You could totally see that though. Like one of those, what did he do? Herbert or whatever. Norbit. Is that the name of the movie? Norbit. I think it was called Norbit. All right, let's move on to Ahsoka. Should we do this one first? Let's do this one first, because this one brings me great joy. Now, this is a rumor, okay? This is coming from Bounding Into Comics. I have to assume that this is true, because the bottom line is sales are not going well for the High Republic. They haven't been really since they started. Actually, I take that back. Right at the beginning, they were doing well because people were interested. And then now, all of a sudden, when people found out what the High Republic is, shit started to take a big downturn. I don't know if you've been to a convention and you've seen High Republic booths. They are not selling well. Why? Because this is legitimately like the face of Disney messaging marketing. That's what this is. I took the liberty to actually read 2 of these books because I don't like talking shit about something unless I've actually delved into it and tried to gather my own opinion about what's going on. It was bad. And truth be told, yes, there are rocks. There was a ship named the Vessel There is a lot of inquiries about sexuality. It's very much a thing. And as a Star Wars fan who's read a bunch of EU books, when you jump into the High Republic, you start to realize just how fucking lost they were when they sat down and they started writing these books. There was some cool stuff. Absolutely. I don't think I picked it up and the entire time I was like wincing my face like this is the biggest piece of shit. But 100% when you get done with it, you're like, this is trash. And it really doesn't belong in not only Star Wars canon, but it shouldn't be. This is not something that should be backed and or pushed by Lucasfilm, Star Wars, Disney as a whole. This is much more like a fanfic book club type Star Wars story where you get a bunch of weirdos from like 6th and 7th and 8th grade who are just starting to figure out their sexuality but want to write a Star Wars story, and they put it together. That's what the High Republic is. In other words, it's shite. It was absolute shite. So not a fan. And the rumor is Disney's winding down Lucasfilm's High Republic publishing initiative. Now, I know that right now they basically have like their season 3 coming out. I don't know that they're going to do much more after that. But as this is a rumor, we kind of have to do the devil's advocate job and look at the other side that Disney, Lucasfilm, the story group, they don't really care if they're pushing shit out and no one's buying it. I don't know if you've realized that. They really don't care if you're just pushing out a shitty product and no one's buying it. They will continue to do it. So I don't know how long this has to go until it's finally over, but for the love of God, please, I pray that this is true. I pray that this is true because now it's really starting to leach over into like sort of more mainstream Star Wars, right? So I mean, we saw it. Obviously, the biggest example is going to be in Jedi Fallen Order 2 or Jedi Survivor, if you want the correct term. There was a huge influence on the High Republic on Jedi Survivor, and that fucking ground my gears, bro. I was not happy to see that. We had crossguard lightsabers. We had a dude wearing the traditional garb of the High Republic. This cannot die fast enough. It cannot die fast enough. It has to go away. I want it gone. And if this is true, praise be. Hallelujah. Stupid! I can't wait to get rid of it, man. I hope it's gone. I hope it's done. I know that's just a rumor. Bounding into comics, I hope you're right. I've had the pleasure of streaming with that guy a couple times. We had a good time. And so I just, I pray, I hope he's right, man. I hope he's right. All right, we got a super chat. We got a hit here. Star Wars Dog for $5 says, good to have you back. I missed you, buddy. I missed you too, man. I was sending you a message the other day because we were going to play a little bit of, what's that called? Sea of Thieves, but I couldn't find you. But you know what that means. It's $5. It's a super chat. We got to dance a little bit. That hits different. After like almost a month of being gone, that just hits so different. Star Wars Dog, love you, buddy. Thank you for being here. And then we got a member super chat from the King's Advisors. Member for 7 months says, holy crap, is this X-Wing? I thought he retired. So cool to see the King come out of retirement. Hope you're back to stay. Brother, I never went anywhere. I just wasn't making content. I'm so mad at Star Wars right now. I'm so mad at Lucasfilm. It's tough. And so to get fulfillment, I'll go and I will watch like 7 hours of World War II documentaries. And then I'm like, how do I get on the internet and complain about Star Wars? Like, go clean your room, make your bed, take your fucking dog for a walk. You're going to get on a camera and complain about Star Wars. It's hard, man. It's hard. I don't know. But yeah, I missed you guys. I missed you guys a lot. It's good to be back. Thank you. I'm going to try to get back to posting regular content. I still have to mail out the giveaways from last month's giveaway stream, which I haven't done. I know. Shame on me. I apologize. But yeah, you get your choice of video on that one. So you let me know what you want me to play. If you're missing one, particularly. Oh, Blood Guilty said we miss you. I miss you too. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna try to spend a little bit more time actually streaming on this channel. and being better about sharing out when I'm on other channels, because even though I haven't been here a bunch, I have been everywhere else on YouTube like this entire month. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. So, yeah. I wasn't even here. I didn't even do a birthday stream. Did I do a birthday stream? I think I did do a birthday stream. I don't remember. Yeah, I did. It becomes difficult to keep track sometimes. I don't know. All right. Let's pop on to our next topic. And then, you know what we're going to do? You know what we should do? You know what we should do tonight? If anybody's up for it. It's before most East Coast people's bedtimes. I saw Bayou said that. He was like, I'm shocked you were streaming before my bedtime. I'm going to try to start doing earlier streams. I get off earlier at work now. So I can start doing these streams closer to like 5 Pacific, you know, maybe 4:34 Pacific. I just want to give people on the West Coast too a chance to get off work if they want to come hang out. But you know what I think we do tonight? I think we do some pop-ins tonight. If you guys are down, I'll share the link. It's only ever like 3 of you, which shocks me, because when I was coming up in YouTube and trying to get on other people's channels and get some exposure, they were like, I refuse to let my members on the stream because everybody pulls out their winkies and yada yada. Just hasn't happened here. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm getting sniffly. Had to suck that down. Sorry. What? Weren't you in a World War II reenactment recently? Look, sometimes I drink heavily and I get involved with things I'm not aware of. I do not remember being in a World War II reenactment at any point recently. If I was, please send videos, because I don't remember it. And that sounds like a whale of a time. I mean, that sounds like it would be incredible. No, I was in New Bedford, Massachusetts last week, where I almost got arrested by Harbor Authority for trying to steal a large wooden ship. And if you think I'm lying, you don't know me. Moving on. All right. Ahsoka's new lightsaber breaks 46 years of Star Wars tradition. How about we dive into that one, guys? This should be interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, right off the bat, Ahsoka's new lightsaber breaks 46 years of Star Wars tradition. I call bullshit, because I feel like over the past 46 years, we've never had a really good defined, like, full-blown canon. This is how kyber crystals work. This is why they do the things they do. This is why the color you are, yada, yada. So I still really like prescribing to the idea that we have, you know, blue lightsabers are generally more of like your fighters, your Jedi warrior, right? I don't remember the names. It was like consular, and they had, I think it was in the games. But blue is more like your warrior type. Green was always going to be, I think green was the consular. Green is more of like the Jedi who's a diplomat, right? They're the ones they send on the missions to talk to people. They have the charm and different stuff like that. That was always just kind of the way it worked for me. And then it changed again. Remember that when you went and you actually picked out you didn't pick out your crystal, the crystal chose you, and the color had nothing to do with it at all. Which I was fine with. I mean, that's not a problem. It kind of gets rid of the, oh yeah, here we go. Thanks, Jalen. Oh, King's hit it first. I got to give him the credit. Consulars, Guardians, and Sentinels. Right? I liked that. I thought that was a very neat way of kind of describing like how your kyber crystal interacts with you, what kind of person you are, yada, yada. That works. Well, guess what? We're going to add something to the list here. So Ahsoka's villains have mysterious orange lightsabers, but new character posters suggest they're actually using a new type of lightsaber. Bro. Why? Recent Ahsoka posters have revealed the lightsaber of Order 66 survivor Baylan Skull. And it's not just unusual because of its orange color. The Ahsoka Disney Plus TV show will introduce viewers to a new, powerful, Force-sensitive villain, Baylan Skull and his Padawan Shin Hati. The two are notable for their mysterious orange lightsabers. Lucasfilm has released new posters for Ahsoka. Can we just fucking move on here? Can we move on here? Balin's lightsaber has a much longer hilt than most other Jedi and Sith blades. It's because it's a dual-bladed lightsaber, you cuck. He's also holding it with a double-handed grip, one traditionally associated with long swords or broadswords in the real world. Maybe I should have read through this, because they're being a moron. He's got a double-bladed lightsaber. Ah, here it is. This is what I saw. The interesting question, of course, is just how Balin's new lightsaber works. The orange lightsaber blades may be a clue, perhaps hinting they are powered by something other than the typical kyber crystals. Star Wars has already confirmed kyber-like colon crystals give lightsabers an orange color, and blades powered by such crystals could have completely different attributes. So my question is, to anybody who's a better Star Wars nerd than I am, are you familiar with colon crystals? Colon crystals? Because the funny part about the way they named this is I'm going to be so mad if this is in the EU, but colon crystals, like you literally pulled them out of your ass. Colon crystals. What the fuck is going on here, man? I don't know. Colon crystals are weak. It's something that passes out of your rear. Duh, are you not, man? Come on, that's like day one stuff. What were colon crystals from? I don't remember it. Was that in one of the games and it was like a weaker crystal to power your lightsabers in like KOTOR or something like that? Because I do not remember colon crystals. Okay, they are from the EU. Now, my question to you, Jalen, would be, is that the correct spelling of one? Is it Kohlun or is it Kohlen? And if that is true and they are weaker crystals, was that an oversight? I don't know. I'm interested. I'm interested to see how this goes on. So it is slightly comforting to me that these colon crystals did exist in the expanded universe, and apparently I saw in the chat Yaddle used one at one point. I'm completely unfamiliar with them, so I'm going to have to go and do my research. But there was just something that tickled me pink about Culo crystal. Hablo un poquito de español, man. I know what that is, dude. I hope I don't get in trouble by YouTube for saying that. I don't think I would have said worse things today. No? Disney invention? Okay, hold on. All right, we're going to do some live research here. Colon crystal? Star Wars? Here we go. Colon crystal lightsaber. This is on Wikipedia. Okay. All right. They may have banned me on Twitter, but they can't ban me from the normal internet. Let's take a look at this. Wikipedia. We're going to learn something together today. A colon crystal was a type of crystal known only to be found on Paijal's moon. The structure of the crystal was extremely similar to that of a kyber, although their nature was fundamentally different. They were extremely rare, even more so than true kybers. Appearances, master and apprentice. Okay, so this was Disney era, and I did read that book. Master and Apprentice was the what's her name? What's her name? Who wrote that damn book? It was the Qui-Gon Obi-Wan book. It's not Justina Ireland. She's just like living rent-free in my head. It's not Justina Ireland. It's the other one. She wrote for the High Republic too, but I did like that. I liked that book. I liked Master and Apprentice. I thought that was good. What the heck was her name? Julia. Who wrote Master and Apprentice? Claudia Gray. Julie old, jolly old Claudia. It was all kind of in the same area. That's fine. So what's really funny was that that was one of my more favored prequel books. I really liked Master and Apprentice. And that's when it was involved in, which is funny because I don't remember that shit at all. I don't remember it at all. Whatever. At least it's in there somewhere. But yeah, that will be a Disney creation. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to open this up. We're going to do some pop-ins. That book sucked ass. People just love it because it's Qui-Gon. Read it again and you'll see. Could be. Book is overrated. I did the audiobook and I freaking loved it. That's the same bitch that did Geode. Yeah, she did. And if I remember correctly, when they were talking about it, the reason they came up with Geode and Vessel is because they were like smoking in their car in the parking lot, and the boyfriend's like, "Bro, name the ship the Vessel." Shocked. All right, pop-ins are open. Let's make it a party. I haven't seen you guys in so long. I figured we could do this tonight. We could bring some people in, have some fun, talk some Star Wars. And then in the next probably 45 minutes or so, I'm going to pop out because I got to make some dinner. Your boy's hungry. Nobody?
Emotional damage.
Don't tell my wife I was hitting my vape. She's not allowed to know I just hit that. I'm half expecting her to come charging in the room here in a minute and just be like, "You motherfucker." Are people really still talking about Disney being acquired by Apple? Okay. All right. That's it. No pop-ins. I really believed that you guys wanted to pop in. I believed that you guys wanted to be here. I believed that I was going to see you guys, but that's fine. I'll wait until next time. Until then, leave.
My time has come. You must continue your journey without me.
What are you... What? Master! You can't leave me!
You must believe.
Master!